Hey everyone, wanted to make this video because I wanted to save you basically your sanity and your money because I was super close, and honestly I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I was almost close to buying Black Ops 7. Main reason was because pretty much the negativity towards Call of Duty at this rate has gone so high, and the last time I've seen it this bad was Black Ops 4. And so out of sheer curiosity, I was about to, order myself a copy just to, get out of the way, try the game out for myself. I'm gonna show you something real quick, and I'm not gonna do the Call of Duty one. Just take my word on it. You can look it up yourself. There is a Black Friday sale for Black Ops 7 right now, and it went from a whopping $69.99 to $64.99. And that's not the main reason I wanted to make this video, to be like, oh, they're dying, they're losing players, and the best they could do is $5. Right now, as if you're watching this Battlefield 6 this Battlefield 6 gameplay, just letting you know, if at any point any of this gets curious, or you're like, yeah, I could play better than him, which you probably can, there's a free trial going on. But there's something that was snuck in there, not by EA or DICE or whatever they call, by the Battlefield Studios. It was by GameStop, and pretty much what they've said was this: Battlefield 6 is $35 for Black Friday now through Sunday, available in store and online starting now. So pretty much what this is going is, starting as of me uploading this video, Black Friday up until Sunday, Battlefield 6 has gone from being a $70 game to half off for 3 days. So it's more enticing to pretty much pick up a copy of Battlefield 6 than it is to pretty much take your gamble with Black Ops 7 and basically just save $5. At this point, I don't know. This is something that Call of Duty should have been doing, considering no one wants to even play the game, but they pretty much shot themselves in the foot with all the hype they've been trying to do, and whatchamacallit. And the worst part about it is, people have been saying how skill-based matchmaking is still there. It's just like they're hiding it, they're wording and Exclusive Ace even made a video about it, but and then Treyarch reached out to them to confirm, oh no, it's still the same and everything. They've been screwing up so badly that to be honest, even I don't know if they're telling the truth or not, but it's the fact nobody believes them. They're basically trying to win everyone back, and the best they can do is tweets just basically saying, oh, what's it called? No, the game's not like that. They should have been doing what Battlefield's doing right now as a free weekend trial, because at the very least, people can try it for themselves and see if there's the whole matchmaking thing. Because as far as I can tell, maybe the reason the skill-based matchmaking, it could be there. Maybe I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but maybe it's the fact that the casuals aren't even there anymore. It's just the diehard sweaty players that are left in the franchise, and that's why the matchmaking is the way it is. And the few people that pretty much fall into the whole casual, the ones that Exclusive Ace was doing some experiment with, with his bot account and whatnot. To be honest, I don't even know. They could just be defending. Maybe there is some skill-based matchmaking, but either way, it's the fact that they worded it so loosely that they could easily sneak it back in and nobody would know. Or in this case, people are knowing, but it's causing such paranoia that nobody even believes them to begin with. And meanwhile, Battlefield 6 doesn't even have to do anything. They've just been going on business as usual. Free trial here. What's it called? $35 sale at GameStop for Black Friday. They're doing everything that COD should have been doing, but for some reason they are just dead set on just screwing over whatever player base. And this is again the worst time to be doing it. The thing I found out too is, apparently, and I hope it's not true, because then it's another headache with Call of Duty, but they're saying Grand Theft Auto 6 might get delayed to 2027 or later because of issues going on. It's a whole side story going on with layoffs, the whole work morale being low and everything, so it might cause another delay. But I don't know, if there is a delay and Grand Theft Auto 6 gets pushed to the year after, It's just gonna give Call of Duty an excuse to, once again lie to everyone, do whatever mischievous crap they can do, hire the big content creators that will just try to sell the game. And then once Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, then that's pretty much the year. You know, they tried to. That's the weird thing is right now this is pretty much showing what they're gonna do if there is no competition. I mean, hopefully Battlefield 6 goes into year one content next year and puts more pressure on them. But as far as I can tell, they need as much competition. So many things that can take competition away from them, because the more greedy and mischievous and basically all this greediness that they've been doing, they can only do it for so long before eventually it catches up to them, and they end up having to treat Call of Duty the same way they did Guitar Hero, where nobody wants to play it anymore. It's become such a cash grab that people will rather just play something else, and then Activision is forced to shelve it. Call of Duty does have potential, but they need to just follow the route of Battlefield, where at this point maybe they ought to delay the next game, or just do the same thing, just pretty much delay it. But they're gonna have to start doing the yearly cycle that they've been doing. They're gonna have to just do the same exact thing as Battlefield, where it was DICE and a bunch of other studios all merged into one called Battlefield Studios. They're gonna have to pull their own Call of Duty studios and just do that. Have Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer be in charge of the campaign. Have Treyarch pretty much be in charge of the zombies experience. Have, again, it's either or between Sledgehammer or Infinity Ward, be in charge of the multiplayer. Like, they can't keep just like putting all the pressure of one game into one studio year after year, because the second something better comes out, and like I said, all it takes is a lot of competition. I know this is probably going to sound like a joke, but you know what? I never played it before, and maybe I'll give them a go. But apparently in December, Splitgate 2 is making a comeback, which they're relaunching. Like I said, there's so many games. And mind you, right now the Game Awards is going to be happening on December 11th. And there's Battlefield already getting a nomination. Call of Duty, maybe it's because they released a little too late that they couldn't get nominated. But it's the fact that, they, I think I just rambled long enough with that, but I'll just go ahead and circle back to the very part. Do not buy Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Maybe if they ever do a free weekend trial, and try it then and see. That's what I'm just going to have to do. I almost bought a game, and I don't know how I thought $5 was going to be such a deal breaker for me, when here's Battlefield 6 and GameStop basically selling a game that only came out 2 months ago. Pretty much, was it October? Yeah, it's about 2 months ago now, and it's already half off because they can just do that. I mean, there's this one guy that was on Twitter talking about how he was playing Red Sec, or that Battle Royale thing, how he was having so much fun and he can't afford it, and someone at Battlefield said check your DMs, and they gifted him a copy. They're pretty much, like I said, every time Activision screws up, it seems like Battlefield is just there ready to just win someone over. And it's good competition, but at this rate, it seems like it's more than competition, where if Activision doesn't stop what they're doing, if the suit's running that game, that franchise, because at this point, I don't even think it's the developers. I straight up just think it's the suits that have never played a game in their life and just want to maximize profit. I really do think those guys are willing to basically screw over a franchise that they had no part in growing, if it means getting a few extra bucks before finally canning it. Or more than likely, they're probably going to push the very limit until the franchise is dead, and they're going to have to rebrand Call of Duty to be something else and say, oh, no more skill-based matchmaking. But like I said, Infinity Ward was the one that was pushing for skill-based matchmaking, and here it is already coming back with Modern Warfare 4, which, again, apparently it's Modern Warfare, and then the 4 is in Korean or something, because that's where the game's going to take place. But honestly, they just, I don't know. Like I said, if you see this video again and you're interested in Battlefield 6, like I said, as of me uploading this video, GameStop is selling copies of the game for $35. Do what you will with that. Even a used copy of Black Ops 7 was $61. So Like I said, they're in. It's funny too. I even went through Facebook Marketplace and all that, and the cheapest I could find was $50. But either way, though, it just seems like just yeah. If you wanted a an FPS shooter experience of any kind, it seems like Battlefield 6 is just right there because it's the most achievable. And the funny thing is, even if you don't want to play the game, or like you don't want to buy the game yet, there's still a free week trial going on. On top of that, they still are, you still have RedSec and the Portal experience to go through for free. So, there's, even if you don't take my word for it, you don't want to get a copy, there's still a way to get into Battlefield compared to Call of Duty, where the only thing you'll probably get is just Warzone. And I don't know. Nothing about Call of Duty, like, I don't know. They're just screwing up at this point. That's all I'm gonna say, and that's pretty much how I'm gonna wrap up this video. Battlefield 6 is just coming after Call of Duty with every mistake they keep making. They just come after them, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave a like. Let me know if you think you're gonna get a copy of Battlefield 6 through GameStop. And yeah, follow all my socials. They'll all be in the description. And until next time, I'll see you later, everyone.